come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So look, this is Moses talking to the Israelites. He said, it shall come to pass. Future prophecy. It shall come to pass. If we didn't what?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Jada, what do hearken mean? So hearken means to listen. If they didn't pay attention.
Right.
You understand? Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
To do all his commandments.
So if the Israelites didn't observe to do all the commandments, then what?
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So are curses a good or a bad thing? They're bad things, right? So we're going to read some of the curses that fell upon our people, right? And we're going to see if your spirit bears witness with these curses. You understand, Jaden? Because what we're trying to tell you is, we are the Israelites, according to the Bible. You would be from the tribe of Judah, my brother. You're not African American. That's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn your nationality, and you're going to learn what God requires of you.
That's right.
You understand? All right. Give me a curse.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So Moses was telling the Israelites, he said, you're going to be cursed in every city you go in. Those curses, think about it. You can go to Chicago, you can go to New York, you can go to Detroit. Who fills up the ghettos?
Bring it out.
Mostly black people. You can go over in Africa. Who fill up the slums? Our people. That's what you're gonna find out, Jaden. This is our history book. You understand? This Bible is our history book. Give me
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Bring it out.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
Right.
Listen to that, Jaden. Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
Whose sons and daughters went into slavery? Black people, right?
Bring it out.
He said, read it again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Whose sons and daughters was given into another people? Right. You understand? This happened to us in slavery.
Bring it out.
This happened. What we're reading to you, this is our history book, Jaden. It's all right, man. If this is your first time, it's all right, man. When I first heard it, tears was coming down my eyes, man. You understand? I never heard this. I've been in Christianity all my life. I never heard my pastor teach this to me.
I heard it was my 5th grade teacher. He was like, look, I'm going to be real with y'all, and they ain't going to teach all this. He just taught us all about our past and all this. And I had a black 5th grade teacher, and he decided to teach us all of that just because they're not going to teach us that in the future.
Right.
And I know in high school they like to kind of sugarcoat things.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So learning all that, he was like, all this is basically y'all chapter. The language y'all chapter.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, brother. Yeah. But look, check this out. So what way of transportation did we take to get over?
Bring it out.
Did our people take to get on this side of the earth? Boats, right? So what we're reading to you is the curses that fell upon our people, right? Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So look, the Most High said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again. Because the first time, guess what? We walked out of Egypt, right? So we need to find out what Egypt means. We read the Bible line upon line, precept upon precept. So we got to find out what Egypt means. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What did he call Egypt?
Out of the house of bondage.
Jaden, what did he call Egypt?
The house of bondage.
What's another word for Egypt?
Egypt.
I mean, what's another word for bondage?
Oh, bondage? Captivity.
Captivity.
That's right.
What's another word that begins with an S?
Bring it out.
Slavery.
That's
That's
right.
right. So now that we know what Egypt means, we're going to read it in its proper context. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Hey, then how did we get over here?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So Moses was telling the Israelites, he said, guess what? You're not going to see your homeland no more again.
Right.
As a nation of people, we're not going to see our homeland.
Right.
Where did we come from? Because they like to say our history started in slavery.
Right.
They like to say, oh, they picked us up in Africa swinging from trees.
Bring it out.
That's so not true.
Right.
You understand? You are a God on this earth.
Right.
It's time for us to return back to who we really are.
That's right.
You understand?
The book of Galatians chapter 5 and verse 20, the book of Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
You see that? Jerusalem is our homeland. That's where we come from.
Bring it out.
So you can never say, oh, I don't know where I come from. You come from Jerusalem.
Yeah,
we all
that's
come
right.
from Jerusalem. You understand? All right. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
So what's our homeland?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So the Most High God said that we will be sold to our enemies. Once we got off those slave ships, guess what? We was going to be sold to our enemies, not our friends, Jaden. Friends don't hang you from trees. Friends don't cut open pregnant women's stomachs and feed the babies to alligators. You understand? Friends don't do that. God said because we didn't want to keep his commandments, guess what? I'm going to bring your enemies upon you.
Right.
You're going to serve your enemies.
Right.
You understand? Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Slave men and slave women. Once we got off those slave ships, guess what? We were sold to our enemies.
That's right. Bring it out.
Because we didn't want to keep the commandments. That's why we out here, Jaden.
Right.
We out here so our people will repent and come back to keeping God's commandments.
That's right.
I told you, Jaden, guess what? You're going to find out who you are, and you're going to find out what God requires of you.
That's right.
You understand?
And no man shall buy you.
You see that? No man will be able to save you. Because we had a lot of black men that tried to save us. Malcolm X,
Right.
Martin Luther King.
Right.
You understand? We even had Marcus Garvey.
Right.
We had a lot of great leaders, black leaders, that tried to save us. But guess what? Nobody will be able to save us from this captivity but the black Messiah.
That's
But
right.
God. You understand?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.